It's Cover 2 time, and in this edition of Hawaii High School Football Weekly, the league playoff pictures from around the state are coming into focus. We'll get you all set for the postseason. Future first responders are being molded at Kapolei. Plus, we got Throwback Thursday, the latest rising star, on the road, double shakas, and a whole lot more. But first, let's say how's it to Mitch Riberall.
Thanks, Rob. It's time for the Cover 2 state rankings. Not too much shifting around this week, but Pearl City, after a couple of weeks on the outside, officially re-entering the top 5 over in Division 2. Now taking a look at the rest of the field, Kamehameha Maui holds top spot in D2, followed by Roosevelt. Over in Division 1, Kailua and Damien both moving up one spot each, while Kapa'a and Konawaina sit in the top 2. And over in the Open, a flip-flop in 4 spots. The Crusaders and Warriors switching spots for 2nd and 3rd, while the Trojans and Hurricanes also switching spots, and Kahuku sits on top. That's it for the rankings. Back to you.
Thanks a lot, Mitch. How's it going, everybody? Rob DeMello here with former state champion player and coach Rich Miano. And last week, the defending state champions of St. Louis avoided elimination from the ILH championship race by beating Kamehameha 35-7. An impressive showing with their backs against the wall. Do you get a sense that a sleeping giant has been woken up?
Rob, you're right. The Lou gang has been awoken. And when you talk about St. Louis, the D has been rock solid all season. The front 7, Li'i, along with Aquin, Asadillo, and Malaki. The DBs, the body bag crew, Altura, Woodard, and Jarrett. They patrol the back end, Rob. Offensively, when they are efficient with less turnovers, they can put points on the board. Quarterbacks, Lilo, as well as Lopes. Running back, Ma'afala. Wide receivers, Siliato and Nunuha. They can be frightening. Just like last year, Rob, if they get more discipline, Kalai Pohaku gets more hardware.
Yeah, that roll call was very impressive, and we'll see what happens from here. The Crusaders have the week off before facing Punahou on senior night. We'll get more into the ILH title picture a little later in the show, but right now we rev the engine for this week's Built Ford Tough matchup. Oh, and the city of Kalihi is the place to be on Friday night as ILH Division I title hopes hang in the balance when Iolani and Damien square off at Skipadia Stadium. A Monarchs victory secures a ticket to the state tournament, while a Raiders dub forces a winner-take-all. Now for Damien quarterback A.J. Tuifua, he remains as one of the best wingmen in the 808. As the 4-year starter is averaging 200 yards passing per game. As for the Raiders, junior linebacker Zach Bagoyo brings a fearless ferocity to an opportunistic defense. It's one of the best back and forth rivalries in the state, and it gets even more intense when a season is at stake.
For me, I think so. What I harp on more is just doing our job, right? And for example, if a receiver catches the ball and you don't do nothing afterwards, I'm fine with that. You caught the ball. Whatever comes after that, that's a plus. I mean, if you get your job done, then everything will fall into place.
You know, we're very limited on numbers and physical size. So we got to be all on the same page. We got to be focused on getting better every day. The biggest thing, is identifying the issues, but it's fixing them. It's executing and fixing them. And I think they're finding their way of doing it.
All right, Coach, let's start with the Monarchs of Damien. Coach Bones Tuitele likes to push the pace, and he's able to do that when you got a coast-to-coast, fast break type of playmaker and receiver Wyatt Ho Williams.
Yeah, and Bones lights up when he talks about his wide receiver. As you mentioned, this kid has been playing on the varsity from his freshman year. He started as a middle linebacker. Then last year, not everybody really recognized him because there were so many weapons. But now, wide receiver, he's the guy. He's hungry. humble. He's a leader. You can see right there, breaking tackles. Look at the size, look at the stride, and they're blessed to have him on this football team because he's the ultimate team player. You're going to get another chance to look at him. Notice how he whips that head around, catches that ball with his hands. It's just butter.
Now, as for the Raiders, senior QB C.J. Villanueva will be a game-time decision, but whether it's him or sophomore Adrian Perkins at QB, Iulani has the utmost confidence in their playmaker, receiver and kick return extraordinaire Kekama Kane, 27 touchdowns over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, and talking to Forever Young Wendell Look, the head coach, he knows a D1 player when he sees one. Kekama is also the son of former Rainbow Warrior Aleu Kane. Great blocker, great football IQ. You can see the speed, you see the quickness, runs good routes, good hands, and I think he's a D1 player. He's also a kick returner, a punt returner, and would be a great addition for Jaren Arsua's outstanding wide receiver room at the University of Hawaii.
Yeah, a couple of great playmakers to keep your eye on here this weekend. Here we go. A Monarch win crowns them private school king. An Iulani victory puts Jay Boog on the playlist because we'll be singing Let's Do It Again. The new and reliable Skyline can get you there. But for old time's sake, it's all aboard the hype train.
Choo, choo.
All right, before we take a timeout, it's the best of the best from last week's action in Hawaii Prep football. And we can use your help on social media. Use the hashtag Cover2. You can also tag yours truly or Mitch Ribeiro on Instagram. And your big play could be featured right here on Cover2. Here's this week's Cover2 and Spectrum Play of the Week.
Through the lens of Reed Option Productions. Congratulations to St. Louis senior Jaren Altura. In last week's season-saving win at Kamehameha, the University of Hawaii commit was committed on special teams. He caught a missed field goal at the 2-yard line and doubled down for a demoralizing score, 98 yards to the house. And that's your Cover 2 and Spectrum Play of the Week.
Aloha, I'm Wani Hara, and it's Throwback Thursday time. Tonight, we fire up the Cover 2 time machine and head back to 1996, when St. Louis gunslinger Jason Gesser ran Cali's high-powered run-and-shoot offense to perfection. In his first year as a starter, the All-State quarterback threw for over 2,700 yards and 24 touchdown passes, leading the Crusaders on an undefeated march to their 11th straight championship. Gesser followed that up with a stellar senior campaign before a broken left elbow sidelined him late in the season, paving the way for backup Timmy Chang to step in and deliver yet another title for St. Louis. Gesser finished his Crusader career with a perfect 24-0 record when starting at quarterback. After high school, Gesser went to Washington State, where as a 3-year captain became the winningest quarterback in Kruger's history and led Wazoo to the 2003 Rose Bowl. After college, Gesser signed with the Tennessee Titans and went on to play in both the Canadian and Arena Football Leagues. Today, Gesser serves as the offensive coordinator at Seton Catholic High School in Vancouver, Washington, and lives there with his wife, Kaylee, and their 3 children, Jordan, Colton, and Cruz. Tonight, we send some aloha to Jason Gesser of the St. Louis Crusaders. For Cover 2, I'm Wani Hara. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to Cover 2, Hawaii High School Football Weekly. The ILH Open Division Championship remains unclaimed as St. Louis, Kamehameha, and Punahou all remain in the race for the league's lone ticket into the state tournament. The Buff and Blue can force a 3-way tie with wins over the next 2 weeks, or can eliminate the Crusaders or Warriors by going 1-1 down the stretch. Now, if Punahou goes 0-2, it sets up a winner-take-all between St. Louis and Kamehameha. According to Warriors head coach Ka'eo Dramundo, the message is simple: control what you can control.
Yeah, it hurts. We all hurt. When we splinter off, I mean, what good does that do? We got work ahead of us. You know, we got to come back tomorrow morning. We got to watch film. We got to get back in the weight room. We got a big game next Friday night. So the challenge is let's see what type of team we are. We got serious adversity. So now let's get back to work. Let's fix our problems. And we need to make sure that we cannot only be a team when we win, right? Like, this is football. They're good too. They practice too. They're gonna have good plays. So we'll find out what type of team we are.
Island hopping to the Valley Isle, where Kamehameha Maui has already locked up the Division II league title and ticket into the state tournament. In Division I, Baldwin is in position to do the same, as they can end the 17-year reign of Lahaina Luna with a win on Saturday. But as Rob Colias explains, the West Siders can force a one-game playoff with a victory, and overcoming adversity is nothing new for Luna's team leader.
That's right, Rob. When Caden Pooh was 12 years old, he lost parts of 3 fingers on his left hand in a fireworks accident. Now, as a two-way senior lineman, he is essential to the Lunas' hope to continue their streak of 17 straight state tournaments. Pooh has been a starter on the offensive line all season, but recently joined the defensive line. He personally stopped a Kamehameha Maui drive with sacks on 3 straight plays right before halftime last week, and it will likely take similar heroics this week. Pooh said, "This game means everything. It means that this could be our last game. It means that we need to push harder than we ever did."
And back to the gathering place, where OIA Open Division teams are getting an extra week of practice in preparation for the league's semifinals. Top-seeded Kahuku will be facing off with Campbell, and on the other side of the bracket, it's Kapolei and Mililani. And as Mitch Riberal tells us in 4 Life, a Hurricanes program led by their head coach is helping to inspire Hawaii's future first responders.
Kapolei head coach Darren Hernandez continues to lead the way for the football program. But once again this school year, Hernandez is helping some of his athletes get a foot into the door in potential future careers.
That's Maui Religio with a touchdown, Hurricane!
The Kapolei Hurricanes are once again preparing for the OIA's Open Playoffs this week.
Throughout all these weeks, all of these practices, we've just been grinding. For me, I've just been learning with all of my teammates, and all of us have just been improving with each other.
And while the team is going through the drills during practice and has been making big-time plays during games this season, many athletes on the roster are going through different types of training off the field.
They leave with that certification that they are lifesavers.
Head coach Darren Hernandez teaches a first responder class at Kapolei High School, where many of his football players are students in it, learning the importance of first aid.
You want to be powerful, yeah? And then when you guys come up, make sure there's enough recoil where they can start breathing, okay?
No, it's a super cool class, but we learn a lot, like he was saying, about CPR and the first responding stuff, along with all the AED and everything. So it's super cool just learning about all of that. Came into it not really knowing much, but learned a lot out of it.
Well, I learned a lot. Like, I never knew how to do CPR, the AEDs. I didn't know what it took to become a cop. And now that I think about it, it takes some guts and a lot of training. And yeah, it's a lot I learned in that class.
And these athletes learning these life skills hopefully will never need to use them. But if they do, they will be prepared.
No, super important, especially for us younger kids, especially like we have our grandparents, elderly people in the house. If anything ever goes wrong, it's good that we have the knowledge in order to do it the right way and the safest way.
But it's also not just first aid. This class also partnering up with the HFD and HPD to go even more in depth into those 2 careers.
They learn the tools of the trade. Like, we put on the bunker gear. They do donning and doffing for time. They do, ladders. They throw up ladders. They learn how to do different fire hose rolls, knots, all of that hands-on stuff. They really love it.
I honestly wanted to learn what it takes and, the benefits of being a cop and things like that, because that's what really interested me, is being a cop. And it's good that he brings cops to come and help us out with things like that.
This class opens doors for a lot of these students. And at the end of the school year, these athletes can already have a foot in the door to possibly some future careers.
They want to serve, they want to work right away. So these are great careers that they can get their foot in the door to do a whole bunch of stuff. So the kids get exposure to something that is not a traditional high school class, and that's what I love about it.
Reporting for Cover 2, I'm Mitch Ribeiro.
Welcome back to Cover 2, Hawaii High School Football Weekly. The OIA Division I and II postseason gets started next week with a semifinal round. Now in D1, Kailua is the #1 seed after an impressive win on the windward side against Waipahu last Saturday. And over in D2, Roosevelt has their eye on a 3rd straight league championship. The Rough Riders have won 7 straight games since their lone loss of the season, a 5-point thriller against D1 Damien back on August 22nd.
It is the expectation, you know. We view ourselves as a top team in this division, and three-peating is definitely a goal. Definitely a goal for us, but, you know, these last few years, I say this is the smallest group we had. Our numbers are dwindling, but I think we're just coming together as a team, as a family. You know, just building that relationship through hard work and dedication, and, you know, just building brothers out on this field, putting in the work, putting in the sweat, you know, going through adversity, like when we're down in games and we're up and we're just sticking together, and that brotherhood is really what makes this team special this year.
And the latest KHON2 Sports Heat Check takes us to the Big Island, where perennial power Konawaina has won 7 straight games, including the last 3, with freshman Elston Hooper at quarterback. Filling in for the resting Keenan Alani, number 17 has been hooping. 841 yards passing, 11 touchdowns, and just 2 picks in 107 pass attempts. Wildcats will close out their regular season on Friday night at Hilo.
What's up, everybody? Billy Hull of the Honolulu Star Advertiser and Let's Talk Sports here to present this week's Rising Star presented by Domino's. A star was born last week when IAF freshman quarterback Kaisel Jesus Kapesi threw for 495 yards and 5 touchdowns in a win over Nanakuli that put Na'ali into the OIA Division I playoffs. Jesus Kapesi put himself in rarefied territory with his 495 yards, which has only been topped by Kavika Kiama Jacoby of Moanalua, Taulia Tongovailoa of Kapolei, and Mililani's Mackenzie Milton in the OIA. In fact, a player on Oahu hasn't thrown for that many yards in a game since Chevin Cordero in 2017. Kaisel is 6'2" and has already thrown for 2,396 yards and 27 touchdowns this season. He has led IAA to 7 wins, its most since 2022, and with 1 more would clinch a spot in the state tournament. So congratulations to IAA's Kaisel Jesus Kapesi, this week's Rising Star.
Welcome back to Cover 2. I'm now joined by the passing game coordinator, quarterback coach, Coach Noah Auld of the Kailua Surf Riders. Coach, glad to have you with us, but for you, what's it like coming back to your alma mater to coach these young men?
It's just a really good opportunity. I'm really thankful for Coach Howe to bring me back and be able to give my knowledge back to the younger generation. You know, a lot of coaches inspired me, from Coach Keli'i to Coach Kevin Pagan, Afton Smith, and of course, Coach Howe.
For all you guys out there, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to share this information, but I'm going to share it anyways, and I might get in trouble after by this guy. But he's going to be a dad. Coach Noah's going to be a dad. How excited are you to become a father? You're having a baby boy, and now you get to look forward to many years of football in front of you, potentially.
Yeah, I'm so ecstatic. You know, I've been ready for a kid for a while now, but, you know, especially being a boy, having that connection of a father to a son is really unmatched, especially like with the connection that I have with my dad. I would like to build the same connection with my son, watching football on Sundays, you know, basketball, baseball, countless other sports. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Now, speaking of excitement, there's a big game that's coming up against Waipahu, the rematch. You guys came back this past week against them, and now you have a rematch in front of you. What's it going to take for this team to beat Waipahu?
we just need to do our job. We need to get on them early. Last game, you know, we did win, but we know we're going to get the best Waipahu that we can get. If we lose, we're out, right? So we just need to play our game and show up.
Best of luck to this guy right here, the offensive passing game coordinator and the former quarterback of the Kailua Surf Riders. For Coach Noah Old, I'm Mark Veneri. Back to you guys in the studio.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Congratulations, Noah. And it is double Shaka's time. All right, Billy Hall, where are you going to get this thing going?
Yeah, I know their season ended already, but I wanted to give a shout-out to Waialua quarterback Emery Abila. This guy played as a freshman, but really he's been a starting quarterback for the last 3 years for the Bulldogs. And he's just one of those guys. He's accounted for 40 touchdowns in his career. But every time you watch him, he gets knocked down. He takes a lot of hits back there, but he kept getting up. Just a really fun player to watch. They were oh so close to making the playoffs every year, but I just wanted to give this kid a shout out because sometimes when you're just watching high school football, you see a guy tough as nails and you just want to see him succeed. So this is my guy, Emery Abila. Double Shakas to him.
Yeah, that meme, he's got that dog in him. It started over there on the North Shore of Oahu. All right, Rich.
New stadiums, 6-7 new fields. McKinley, Kalani, Waianae, and plenty more on Oahu and neighbor islands. Every school deserves, not just for football, soccer, AYSO, Pop Warner, flag football, big boys, community events. The state of Hawaii needs to keep investing in our children. New weight rooms, locker rooms. Hawaii student athletes deserve new facilities.
I love it, man.
Who taught you that?
Mitch, what you got?
Yeah, my shock is this week going to Aiaea's Hiki Kim Choi Kebalo, the senior, just pure dominant this past week. Hiki 260 yards receiving with 2 touchdowns. He breaks the school record for receiving yards, which was held by his older brother. He also added an interception on defense. Just phenomenal player.
One of the best players in the state of Hawaii, an absolute stud. And I'm going to be giving my shakas out to that guy right there, Treston Faisili of Mililani. 10.5 tackles. He had 2 sacks and an interception in a very important game against Kapolei as far as getting the feels heading into the OIA playoffs. Now, these two teams are going to match up again next week in the playoffs, so big ups to him. Much mahalo for watching, everybody. We're going to see you next week. It will be Halloween on Cover 2.